I seen the homie and I'm like, hey, bro, what's up? He looked me dead in my eyes. He said, Dante, you my homie. Al, he my homie. But the rest of them dudes, man, F them dudes. I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm a snitch. I said, come on, dog. No, come on, bro.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
All right, y'all. I've been sitting on this story for 3 months now, and I've been dying to make this story. So now, well, let's break something down right quick, okay? Now, everybody got their hood favorites. Everybody, and what I mean by that, like, if one dude snitch, everybody be like, oh, he can't come around. Well, man, forget him, man, he a rat. But then you get somebody that got money and got a likable character, and when he come home, everybody happy, and they just forget conveniently that this guy's a snitch. Now, in my old crew, one of my guys ended up getting out. He had 20 years, but here's the thing. Due to the closeness of my family and his family and other people involved, I cannot say who he is. Some of my homeboys might listen to this story and be like, who the heck is he talking about? Because in the last 6 months, at least 10 of my homies that done did 5 to 10 years and up done been released. So you would never know exactly who it is. However, me and this guy had a conversation last night, and he said, man, do your thing. Just don't say my name. So here's the thing, y'all. This guy, okay, so the other day to y'all will actually be about 4 months ago. But to y'all, to me, it was 4 months ago. But to y'all hear me saying the other day. But anyway, so the other day, he get out. His mama and my mama, they throw this big old barbecue. They do this block, a block party, a welcome home block party for so-and-so, right? I know for a fact, and when I say a fact, I know for a fact that this dude is a whole rat in a toe of so many people in the hood. Now, man, okay, it's funny because it's a lot of, this is a funny story, but at the same time, it is a warning, and I don't want nobody to get this misconstrued at all, that I think that it's funny to be snitching on people, because it's not. But if y'all know who this dude was, let me paint the picture for y'all. This dude is very loud. He very boastful. He always flexing. This dude work out like every day of his life. So he's built, and he put on this persona that he just so gangster to the core. I mean, he put 50 Cent to shame back in Get Rich and Die Trying days. This dude is a whole clown. So one day I was in the county jail, right? And he come in there. They put him in my cell. So, and yes, this is the Genesee County Jail in Flint. They put him in my cell, and we dap it up, whatever. And I'm like, man, what's up? He like, now when I was in there for a gun charge, but there was PFI in it, meaning pending and further investigation. So they was going to let me out on a reconnaissance anyway. So I was going to spend maybe 3-4 days in the county. So I knew I was getting let out anyway. But when he came in there, he had 2 dimes, which is 20 years. So he had 10 to 20 that he just knew he had to do, right? So he know he wasn't coming home. This is why I tell y'all, like, well, anyway, so when he covered there, he like, yeah, I'm cooked. I already know I'm cooked. So I'm like, man, what happened? He was like, man, I blew trial. I should have took the 4 years. So I said, word. He like, yeah, but man, I can't do no 20 years, bro. I can't do no 20 years. I said, what you mean you can't do 20 years? He said, shoot, nigga, I'm about to start telling. I said, come on, man, you ain't about to be telling. You ain't even like that. He was like, man, like I said, I can't do no 20 years. You will see when niggas start getting snaps off the street. You will see. So I'm thinking he playing at this time. I'm thinking he just talking, right? Now, this guy, I'm just going to put it out there like this. I know he would never snitch on me, and I know he would never snitch on Al, right? But everybody else that was in the crew and our affiliate people, it was open season. So the first guy, now we're going to say, okay, well let's stay back in the cell because I'm jumping all over the place. So he's telling me this, like, yeah, man, I can't do no 20 years, bro. I'm not doing no 20 years. This dude's about to get took off the street, man. I'm gonna walk this time down. So I'm thinking he's joking, right? So I'm like, so what you about to do when you go up north? So in Michigan, a place that they'll take you to is Jackson Prison. And Jackson Prison is like a reception center. Like, everybody go there and you just get your classification. And you can actually do your time there in Jackson too. But it depending on your classification and how long you got. But Jackson Prison, mostly everybody start off there. So, you know, he like, shoot, man. As soon as I hit the dope, man, I'm just gonna become a Muslim. I'm like, why you gonna become Muslim? He was like, cuz, man, I ain't got time to be up here fighting and all this type of stuff. I'm gonna become a Muslim. I'm gonna go ahead and get with the program and shoot. As soon as I get off this beat, man, I'm leaving that kufi and that Quran right at the door. I'm like, man, you a fool. Look, I promise y'all, somebody is gonna hear this video and they gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. They gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. Right now, before I go on, I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, man, Donta, you snitching, you can't tell on the homie. First of all, he told me to tell this story because he don't care. Number two, I'm not no street guy, okay? I do not subscribe to the same rules as you street dudes do. You street dudes say you can't snitch, you can't tell, you can't speak on other people's situations. Let me tell you something. I'm not a street guy at all. Matter of fact, I am a blogger. I'm a YouTuber. I am a civilian, okay? So I don't subscribe to these real N-word situations, all right? So let's get that clear. So he giving me the whole rundown. He talk about, yeah, I'm going to convert to Islam when I get there. I'm going to start moving dope. I'm going to start setting dudes up. I'm going to get in dudes' business and start dropping kites on them. I'm finna take over this whole prison thing. So, like I said, yo, this dude, if y'all see him, he look every bit, you know. Have y'all, I don't know what y'all call it in y'all city or y'all state, where, okay, in Flint and Detroit, they call it pump faking, where a guy will act like he about something, but he really not, or y'all might call it fronting or perping or something like that. But this him, man, he has the whole look that he look like he a serious dude. He about his business. But this dude is, you would think that he the top of all G's, of all gangsters. You would think that this dude was just the most solid street dude in the universe. That, you know what I'm saying? That's how he come off of, but this dude is a whole clown, man. So he just telling me all this crazy stuff, right? Now, they end up shipping him off like 2 weeks later, and I went home like maybe 4 days after that, right? So I'm in the hood chilling, right? Now, the names that I'm going to name off is not the real names of my homeboys, because I'm not going to put their names out there. But one of my homeboys that first got snatched was this dude named I-John. Now, I-John, I knew this dude. You know what? Actually, on the real, now that I'm telling this story, I-John was probably the first dude that I met, period. Like, he was one of my first friends. To come to think about it, yeah, he sure was. So, dang, hold up. That's crazy. I thought, no, it wasn't Al, y'all. I thought, no, see, I met Al when I was 14. I met John when I came out of foster care and we moved from Atlanta to Flint. Hold on, y'all. Wait, hold on. I'm reminiscing right quick. Hold up. So we got to Flint when I was 9 or 8. I think I was 8 or 9, y'all. I'm not sure. I'm just going to say, for the sake of the video, for me to move it along, I was 9 years old. But anyway, the first dude that got snatched off the streets was John, right? He come talking. So the story went that he got a call from the homie, right? And the homie is telling him, like, hey, I need for you to go make a play for me. And John, not thinking nothing about it, he go make that play. And when he go make that play, as soon as he make the play and he pull off, the state boys pull up on him, guns draw, get out the car, right? So that's that. Now, when I heard what happened, you know, everybody get the call, yo, you know, John just got picked up and all this and that. A word, yeah, man, blah, 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 blah. It's not hitting me yet that my man that's in Jackson right now is running these plays on the street. Now, yeah, dudes get picked up for all type of stuff, so it ain't making no sense until John called Al, and Al like, hey, Dante, ain't so-and-so locked up? I said, yeah, he been locked up. He was like, well, you just in the county with him not too long ago? I said, yeah, but they shipped him off north already. He like, you sure? I said, yeah. I mean, he ain't in the hood. Why you keep saying that? He was like, hold on, let me call you back. I'm like, man, what's going on? He like, let me call you back. So I'm like, all right. So then Al pull up at the house with another one of my homeboys, and he like, yeah, we can't talk about this on the phone. He said, Dante, tell me and him exactly what happened when y'all was in the county jail. Who did you see? I said, I seen so-and-so, and, you know, he told me they gave him, 20 years basically. And he was like, and you know for a fact they shipped him off already? Like, he's in prison? I said, yeah, we can look him up on the MDOC offender list. So I pulled out the phone, and there you go. He was right there. But they had him in St. Louis prison now. So he like, this ain't making no sense. Why would he tell him to go make, John said that bro told him to do this, but how he gonna tell him to make a play when he in prison? So I'm like, wait, hold on. So I'm like, well, where the phone at? Where John phone at? He was like, his girl got the phone. So we head over there, and I knock on the door. She has a door. She like, what's going on? I said, hey, you got John phone? She was like, yeah. I said, that last number that called him before he got picked up, because I guess he was talking to his girl and he made the play, but he left his phone at the crib or whatever. And she showed me the number, and I call it. Nobody answer. Then I call it again. Nobody answer. And then somebody called back, and it was a detective. So I'm like, he like, hello? I said, yeah, I got your number from my homeboy. He told me to give you a call. And I was like, who is it? He said, this detective so-and-so. And we just all looked at each other. I just hung up the phone. So I'm like, yo, this is getting scary. Like, what the heck going on? Right? I promise y'all, about 15 minutes ago by, the phone rung again, right? This is where it get real crazy. The phone ring is private. The girl, his John girl, answered the phone. When she answered the phone, it's the homie that's in Jackson. That's in St. Louis. And he like, hey, who is this? And she like, this John girl. He like, oh, what's up, sis? What's up, sis? She said, you tell me, where you at? He like, I'm out in LA right now. I'm in LA. And she was like, you in L.A. and we all looking at each other like, this nigga, why he said he in L.A. this? And so she like, well, he ain't here right now, but I'll tell him to call you back. He like, all right, bet one. So we all looking at each other, and Al like, yo, that was he just called off of that number, right? So we looking at each other like, yeah, something ain't right. Something ain't right here. About 30 minutes will go by. Now we left and we just sitting in the car. We just riding. And we just, because listen, it's sometimes things is clear as day. And it's like, we trying to come up with explanations and trying to figure out how, like, what is going on. Like, because if y'all knew this dude, like, now that I know him, but you wouldn't think that he would do something like this, because he just seemed like a straight up dude, right? Wrong. So as we ride, and boom, we get a call, right? I get a call on the phone, and it's my homeboy Nelson. I'm not, like I said, I'm not telling nobody real name. My homeboy Nelson. His mama is calling my phone, and she's crying. She's like, they just got Nelson. They just got Nelson. They just picked him up. They just kicked at my door looking for him, and they grabbed him when he pulled on. I said, what's going on? She was like, I don't know. The cops just raided my house and all this and that. So I'm like, man, hold on, man. Something going on. So I'm like, okay, all right. So Al, like, we going over there. I said, heck no, man. And I mean, this seemed like everybody getting picked up today. Like, no, heck no. I'm finna go lay low. So I go get me a room at the Red Roof Inn, right? And I call all the homies, right? And they all meet me over there. And I'm like, listen, y'all. 2 of the homies just got picked up. And old boy, a detective, was on iJohn's phone. And old boy that's in St. Louis right now called the phone and was talking real suspicious. And then y'all know Nelson just got picked up, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know. So he like, all right, bet. Now I said, whatever y'all doing, y'all need to stay off them phones. If we gonna talk, we need to just talk in person. And if y'all, whatever y'all doing, just stop. Just stop right now or whatever. Right? Don't make no late plays. I can't really say, due to YouTube policies, what cats was doing. And I ain't gonna put out what they was doing anyway. But I was telling dudes, don't make no more plays. For you street dudes out there, y'all know what I mean. Don't make no more moves. Don't make no more plays. I don't care if it sounds too good to be true, right? For the people that don't know what I'm talking about, because my whole audience ain't criminals, okay? They not hip to this gangsters persona stuff. Basically, it's like this. I said, if you get a white dude that call your phone talking about, listen, I need something bad and I don't care what it costs me. In this case, y'all, this is going to be one of them things that is too, if it sounds too good to be true, that might be the police on the other end. Now, I told y'all a story about when I actually first started YouTube about the homie Double R, right? Y'all remember I told y'all about Double R? This is one of them stories right here that actually ties into it. This was one of my earliest stories. This was about 1,000 videos ago. Now, I end up getting picked up because me and my girl at the time, we had an altercation where I was at the bar, doing my thing. And yes, I was a dog back in the day. They called me Buddy Love back in the day. Y'all know how it is. So I was at the bar, and this chick, this light-skinned and short chick, basically walked up to me, and she was feeling me. I was feeling her. I sat down on a chair by a table, and she sat on my lap and got to grinding on me. And I don't know how the girl that I was dating at the time knew where I was at, but she showed up and she tried to go hands on with the girl, and I wouldn't allow it. So I picked my girl up while she's punching and hitting on me, talking about, Donta, you know I love you. Why you keep cheating on me? Who is that B? I don't know her. I didn't know this girl, but I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna do what I was gonna do with it if it would have, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, but I didn't know this chick, right? So I'm wrestling her out of the club. I literally pick her up off her feet, like hugging her, bear hugging her, lifting her up, getting out the club, right? So now you got security. Now I knew one of the security guards, right? So he letting it go by like, yo, y'all chill. So I'm like, I'm finna get her to the car. Thing is, the police right outside. They right outside. So as we getting out, it's looking like I'm being on some DV, some domestic violence type stuff, like I'm being the aggressor, but she's hitting me and I'm just trying to get her out. So the cops like, yo, hey, what y'all doing? And she's steady hitting on me. So they like, turn around, put your hands behind your back. So I drop her and she just fall completely out to the ground, like, oh, and crying and all of that. So they ain't trying to hear none of that. They ain't trying to hear nothing I'm saying at all. So they put me in the handcuffs and off to the county jail I go. Now, here's the thing. For the people that don't know the story of Double R was another homie that got picked up when I was in the county jail. Now, hear this go right here. So, the guy, I can't say his name, that's in St. Louis that was dropping all these dimes, that told me I could tell this story. So, this what happened. He's back in Genesee County Jail for whatever reason, right? He's back in jail. When I get in there, so when you get to the bullpen, I ain't been to Genesee County in so long. I'm going to say they got two bullpens after you get into intake. You got the first bullpen, which is where the women is at, and then right next door to it is where the men bullpen is at. So I remember one time it was so overcrowded, they moved the women out and put the men on the other side where the women be at too. But I don't know where they took the women at. But I'm just going to say, for the sake of the video, it's just two bullpens. But I was in the first bullpen where the women used to be at. And I'm in there, and he's in there. The homie that, that is setting all these plays up. He's in there, and we just talking like, what you doing in here? He like, man, they had me come down here on some BS, like on some court stuff. I got to go to court or whatever. So I'm like, hey, man, did you see, old boy, did you see iJohn? He like, nah, I ain't seen him. I said, yeah, but I mean, his girl told us that you called, because I was right there when he called back the phone. And he like, no, I did see him, but I don't know what's going on with him, bro. I don't know what's going on with him. Hey, I was like, how did you call? He was like, oh no, I was just trying to let y'all know I called, his phone to let everybody know that I was down here at the county. Y'all can come visit me or whatever. Cause I ain't gonna be here that long, and I want somebody to get in contact with my mama or whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I see him. Now, all the thoughts that I had, like, I don't know what's going on, like why our guys getting, like Nelson got picked up, why iJohn got picked up, right? Now, here's the thing right here. This is when Double R got picked up. Now, I know for a fact, I talked to this man. I was in the bullpen with him. I talked to him. He leaves, right? He leaves out. They end up putting me in the next bullpen, the one that's right to the right of it. It's packed out in there. Double R comes in, right? I'm like, yo, what's up? He like, man, bro, I don't know what happened. For the people that don't know, I told the story, but I'm going to retell it right now. He like, man, bro, I don't know what happened. I was like, what you mean what happened? He like, man, so-and-so called me and said, yo, I got this white boy around the corner. And you got to, I got this play. And it's a crazy play. And I ran out of work. So I need for you to come around here and serve this white boy for me. And he said, like, oh, no, I'm good. I already did what I did. And, you know, I'm good. I'm at the crib with my girl. Now, he telling his girl is right there. His girl telling him, like, yo, don't leave. Like, I got a bad feeling, whatever. So he like, all right, man, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and sell this last pack, whatever. So he said he gets in the car, right? No, in his truck. In his truck, he got a special contraption in his steering wheel where he put his, you know, his stuff at. And the only people that know about that is me, him, well, I guess the whole crew, really. But at this time, he say he as soon as he leave his crib, he busts a left, he busts a right, police swarm in. They pull him out the vehicle and they go straight to the steering wheel and pull out the you-know-what. So I'm like, dang, for real, that's crazy. He like, yeah. I said, who you say, who made that call for you? He like, yeah, it sounded like a setup. It was blah, 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 blah that called me. And I'm just trying to figure out how did they know. I said, hold on. You said who? He said, blah, blah, blah. I said, that's crazy. He was just in here. He was like, what you mean he was just in here? I was like, I was just in the other bullpen with him. They took him out of here. He was I was talking. He was like, dog, be quiet. He couldn't have made that call because he called me and told me to make the play. So how was he? I said, dog, listen. Ask dude over there. He was with me. He know. He's like, hey, bro, wasn't he? I said, he was like, yeah, he was over there. Yeah. I promise y'all, maybe 4 or 5 minutes ago past, the COs came in and grabbed my homeboy Double R up out of there. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Right now. And honestly, I wish that you young, I wish that y'all would share this video so these youngest can hear what I'm saying, because this is so real. All these dudes that y'all think that's your homies and y'all gang, some of these dudes, they don't give a dang about that. Listen, the homie, and the reason why I still call him my homie is because he didn't do it to me. And plus, like I said, it's two people that I know he wouldn't cross for whatever reasons. It's me and Al. But it was, like I said, it was open season for the rest of the homies, because I guess he just didn't look at them like he looked at me and Al, wherever the case is. But y'all got to understand, man, there's dudes that's in y'all crew that might be jealous of y'all. There might be a guy that you got a certain girl that he won't and want you out the way just to get with that chick. It's so, it can be money. It can be whatever I'm telling y'all, man, it's a lot of dudes in there that ain't solid. There's a lot of dudes that y'all think that just keep it real. Have y'all ever met a guy, and just really think about this. I'm going to be real. Have y'all ever met a guy that he's always getting locked up? And he always getting locked up for guns, drugs, like all type of crazy stuff. But he always getting out either that night or 2 or 3 days later, and you know he ain't got no money like that to be posting buying like that. Have y'all ever noticed that? Because even when I got locked up for my gun, right, and I got PFI, I was in there for 4 days. I did not get arrested and let out the back door to a couple hours later. I'm telling y'all keep, all right. Keep on thugging. Keep thinking these dudes is your brothers. What they call, oh, this is my brother. Yeah, all right. Okay. Keep telling yourself that. But anyway, long story short, man, he's free now. He's free. And it's been a known fact through the passage of time that people been getting on the phones telling people like, yo man, dude a snitch, dude is all in my paperwork. It's just multiple guys from the city that knows this for a fact, man. And it's just so funny, man, that when he got out, like I said, to y'all, it might sound like he just got out a couple days ago, but it was 6 months ago. When he got out, man, he just came out with his shirt off, chest star poked out, like he just was just so solid. It did, because he done gained a lot of weight, so he a real big dude. But the funny thing is, man, I promise to God, man, the real funny thing about this is what he said to me at the block party, man. He gonna say, so he gonna say, yeah, Dante, yeah, I know, just like you know, man, F all these BA niggas, man. The niggas ain't put nothing on my book. Damn right I told on these, man. Damn right I told on these niggas. Now, I'm going to give everybody a clue. The guy that I'm talking about, and like I said, it might not be super funny to y'all because y'all don't even know what this cat look like. Y'all don't know who this dude is. But this dude got so many gaps in his teeth. He looked like a jack-o'-lantern, like a super black jack-o'-lantern, right? And the way that he talked, man, is just so dang funny. And I was like, man, what's up with all that Muslim stuff, man? He was like, you remember I told you, man, as soon as they called my name, man, I left that Quran in that kufi right on that bed, man. Shoot, hand me one of them pork chops.
If you need your business, products, or your social media channels promoted, make sure you shoot me a text at this number. My channel get over 5 million views per month, so that's a lot of eyes on your promotion. If you forgot to hit that like button, make sure you smash the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Be sure to get your Military Mind Games merch. The link will be pinned in the comment section. And last but not least, make sure y'all help me fight this war on poverty.